Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measure. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
Touchdown! Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Ready? 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 3, 17. Easy.
Here's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The first down throw for Winston.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tariq Cohen.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
On second down, Winston again.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Throwing on second and long. Winston.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Jameis now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and one. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Looks good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing the ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Gonzalo's able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Smith will come in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Saints. Vincent Smith, 84 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Saints 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Off play action. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Panthers had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He completes it to Tate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Moore, the man in motion. From the 39, Newton. This is caught by Tate. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. They'll try the counter here, Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton.
And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down as a Panther sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7th.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now this throw caught left side. And some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there. But it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Winston from the gun on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jameis again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 59 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Winston. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 1st down throw for Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Winston again. It's Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Winston. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Winston sneaking it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Winston. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing is Newton. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Newton is
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Newton to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Probably time for two more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Winston. This is Smith with a grab. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Winston to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Here you go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.